Hi everyone, welcome back to day 3 of term 3, and we're going to continue our online learning this week with time. Today we're going to look at 24-hour clocks. So there's 24 hours in a day, but if we look at our clock, there's only 12 hours on the clock. So that means 12 and 12, we have to go 2 cycles around our clock. The hands on the clock, the hour hand on the clock goes around twice. So if we think about our days, today is Wednesday. Thursday begins at night when we're sleeping. We go to sleep on Wednesday and we wake up on Thursday. So at 12 o'clock at night, it is the very beginning of the next day. So if you look at my hour hand, which is my smaller hand, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, you're starting to get up. 8 o'clock in the morning, you're probably watching this video. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and now it's 12 o'clock midday. So it is the afternoon of the day. Now we look and we go to our second cycle. And something different happens for 24 hours. We don't say 1 o'clock in the afternoon like we do on 12-hour time. It now changes to something called 1300 hours or 1300. So we continue our counting as the 13th hour of the day, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 o'clock in the afternoon is the 13th hour of the day, and we write that as 1500. We continue our counting all the way around. We're in PM times. 10 o'clock at night, 10 PM, is the 22nd hour of the day. And then when we get to midnight, it goes back to 0. It's the 24 hour of the day. We start a new day. So let's continue looking at our notebook and at 12-hour times. So a day is 24 hours and a clock is 12 hours. This means each time will happen twice every day. There's a 2:30 in the morning and there's a 2:30 in the afternoon. So we have to use a way to write these times differently. One way is to use AM and PM, and that is 12-hour times. There's a 2:30 AM, which is the morning time, and there's a 2:30 PM, which is an afternoon time. To use 24-hour clock, we have to keep counting on the second cycle of 12 hours. The second time the hour hand goes around our clock. So as you can see here on the left hand side, I've got all my 12-hour times with my AMs and then moving into my PMs. And over on the right hand side, I've got my 24-hour clock. Once we get to 12, we continue counting on our 24-hour cycle. So 12:00, the next hour is 13:00. 12 p.m. is 12:00, 1 p.m. is 13:00. It keeps counting on 24 hours when we get to PM times. So you might have noticed already that all 24-hour times have 4-digit numbers. 2-digit value for hours and 2-digit value for minutes. So even morning AM times with single-digit values have to be recorded as 2 digits. So if we think of a time as a 12-hour time, 8:15 AM, to write that as a 24-hour time, what we do is we put a 0 before our 8. So it would become, I'll use a new box, 08:15. A little bit bigger for us to help. That would be our 24-hour time. It has 4 digit value. 0, 8 to represent the hours is the 8th hour of the day, and then 15 for the 15 minutes past the hour. If we want to move from 24 hours into 12-hour times, we've got a little bit of a trick, and it's subtracting 12. To convert between 12 and 24-hour time in the afternoon, add or subtract 12 hours and change the format. So if we have, and remember this is just the afternoon times, just the afternoon times, the PM times. This is the most important thing. So if we have a 12-hour time and we want to move it to 24-hour time, and we have 6 PM, we're going to add 12 to make it a 24-hour time. So 6 add 12 becomes 18. There's no minutes past the hour, so we show 0, 0. If we look at that on a clock, and I'm going to have to go to my PM times, I'm going to have to go back. There we go. This would be 6 PM in the evening, and it is 18:00. 6 PM in the evening is 18:00:00. But if we're given the 24-hour time and we want to move it to 12-hour time, instead of adding, we must subtract. So here is an example of all 24-hour times here in yellow. Here's all my 24-hour times. And my 12-hour times are all in pink. My 24-hour PM times are all between the value of 13 and 23, the 13th hour and the 23rd hour of the day. So 13:00, subtract 12, and 12-hour time is 1:00. 24-hour time of 14:00, subtract 12, 14 subtract 12 is 2:00 PM to make sure it's a 12-hour time. So your activity today, I want you to circle the correct 12-hour time that matches the 24-hour time above. So this is the 24-hour time above all the 12-hour times. So if you're moving from 24-hour to 12-hour, subtract 12. What would 20 subtract 12 be to find your answer? 20 subtract 12, it would be 8. Circle the right answer. The next one, 13:15, that is my 24-hour time. To find my 12-hour time, subtract 12, just on the hour. So 13 subtract 12, yep, that's 1:15. Remember, only subtract the hour. Have a go at it today. I know it's very tricky, but give it your best go. Good luck.